Hello everyone, and welcome to the next and following round of the Simgov Super Touring Car Championship. We're here at Watkins, and I'm Jack Keithley. I'm joined here by the Don, the main guy of this championship, Tony Gonzalez. Tony, how are you?
I'm fine, mate. Excited about this event at Watkins Glen. For sure, it will be an amazing couple of races. What do you think about that?
I think it will be. Also, it's a little unusual, we'll say, to see touring car racing at Watkins Glen, because this is a track usually seen with NASCARs going around it, IMSA sports cars, and formerly Formula One cars in the 60s and 70s. So to see touring cars go around here, it's basically motorsports come full circle around the circuit. So it's going to be a really good evening. As we can see from the lap times in practice, it's again looking very close. Despite the weight penalties of certain drivers, which we'll get into in a second, it's still very close up there. We've got the likes as well of Boyan Kuriabala and Stu Neal mix up the big guys. Those two guys always improving every round, and they're just becoming more and more of a presence from the midfield to the front of the pack. As we go through the leaderboard of the practice session, we see that Carl Dubois has on screen. He is back after a few rounds out of being ill, so we're happy to see he's returned in the Audi. Although I'm going to say this is not a great track for the Audi. Whilst he does not have any success ballast, the Audi is not going to be a very strong car here. I feel this track is at least probably 60% flat out. And that's not great for the Audi. The Audi loves corners and loves hard braking. It's still going to be a good car, but not going to be a great car, I feel. What do you think, Tony? I don't know who that top sim racer is, but I think that's a good guy he is. So yes, let's head towards the track guided lap. Jack Keith here, and this is the track guided lap for the next round of the Simgov Super Touring Car Championship. Now here we are at Watkins Glen. We're going to brake just before the 200 metre ball on the left. We're going to turn it into third gear, take the flat curve on the right, no more than that, and then on the left just ease the car on the exit. Now we've got a very easy flat out section. Yeah, uphill right, uphill left. Down 6th gear around 210k, just over that. And then it comes to the quick right left section at the top here. We're going to keep it around 230k, just over that. We're going to brake just before 200 metre board. Take a little bit of curve on the right and a little on the left. You don't want to take too much. You want to straight on this bit as much as you can without taking too much curve. And then this long right, hit the early apex, let go just that a little bit. I'll admit I changed up a little bit too early there. Then this left here, downhill left. It's not too much of an entry, but don't push too hard early on into that corner, because then you can really make the ground when turning in the middle of the corner. And for the uphill right here, in about the middle of the track, ease the car to the apex, and then just gas it early, just trust the car will stick, and it goes right there. Come down through this straight, it's uphill crest and downhill, brake, just out around, just after the corner on the left. Third gear, 110 kilometers on the apex, you can really attack the corner early there. Unlike this corner though, which is pretty bad, it's not a nice corner. As you brake in third gear, there's not much grip whatsoever. Just trying to nail it in the middle of the corner, and that's what leads there. Now, the second last corner, nearly flat out, with a little feather at the 100 metre board on the right. Ease the car to the exit, then the final corner, 4th gear, 151 kilometres on the apex. Here's the car on the exit, and there we go. We have a lap of Watkins Glen in a loop, and I hope you all enjoy this next race. So everyone, let's go back to the studio. There we go, that was the golden lap, and gotta say, do that felt very good, even though that was just a few laps. But yeah, that was done by yours truly. My voice is no different to that lap. But so on to the important matters, which is tonight. So BOP wise, Marvin Mackenberg, who's at the top of the championship, has got 25 kilos. Pascal Jean Petro, second, has got 20. Pavel Cohen in third, who has 15. Gregor Hojcek, who is still not racing because of his injury, he is in 4th standings, so he's got by default with that 10 kilos, and Fraser Rostons is 5th with 5 kilos. So Fraser is doing very well in that Audi, but the car's heavy enough as it is, he doesn't need any more weight, but that's the rules, that's what he's got to deal with, sadly. But yes, with the championship situation, it is looking pretty tasty indeed. I'm not going to lie with that. Marvin Mackenberg at the top with 102 points, and Pascal Jean Petty right behind, just 2 points behind on 100. And Pavel Mukonen a further 3 behind on 97. So with this round and 2 more rounds to go, if any big shake-ups happen at the top of the standings, we might see a breakaway of potentially the top 3, because the next car back is Fraser Ross in 5th with 80 points, so 17 behind Pavel and 22 behind the top spot. Yeah, just 5 points separating top 3. Tell you what, if we can go to the final round of the championship with that, that's going to be a humdinger, ain't it, Tony? Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what, with how competitive and quick these guys are, and the fact that those who have not got ballast, the championship's not over at all for anyone in the top 10, especially with how quickly things can shake up. As they all come out of the pits, starting their out laps, Sven Mackenberg looks in good shape, but he really needs a clean round. He's not had that, I don't think, yet so far, because he is currently standings in 8th place with 69 points. So he needs to make this round his own if he wants to get himself fully back into the title fight. It's not a million miles away. He's not mathematically out, of course. You get 25 points for a win, and so you get 25 points for a win for each race and 1 point for fastest lap. So still got on the table 150 points if you win all remaining 6 races, which is 3 rounds. Speaking of rounds, so as we all know, we're here at Watkins Glen Grand Prix International in a loop. The next round afterwards is Portimao, and the final round will be the Red Bull Ring. So tell you what, look at the final 2 rounds. I reckon Portimao will be pretty good for the Audi. Final round is not going to be good whatsoever, with Red Bull Ring being at least 85% throttle. The Audi's not going to like that very much.
You're right, because Portimao has many corners, good for the Audi, but Red Bull has just a couple of slow corners and at least 3 long straights where the Audis will be struggling. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The come through the first corner, all starting their qualifying laps. Tell you what, not really big gaps here between the drivers from the first sort of 10. You could see that most of them are in slipstreaming range of each other, so Sven Mackenberg, whilst he's got no slipstream at all, this is going to be a tall order for him if those guys can keep a clean lap going. But as they come towards the inner loop section, it's a very quick right left. Tell you what, these cars, they might be 90s cars, they might be quite old, definitely nearly 30 years old cars, but they're still very, very quick, as you can see through that right left section. They can navigate them really, really well and really stable. Now into the Grand Prix section, downhill left, a long left-hander. You want to be careful when you get on the throttle, not to scrub the tyres. And then, same for this one, the uphill right, where gravity's on your side here, but still, you don't want to be scrubbing off too much speed in the middle, because it's uphill up until about this point, in which it levels off and then starts to go downhill to a hard brake right-hander where you can really attack it. You can take the curb early and gas it quite early as well. It feels quite nice through there, but then in turn, this left-hander, not very nice at all. We've been waiting forever to get on full throttle as the track. You wait for it forever to just even out. Oh, there's Fraser Ross's behind us, hit the wall, so he's, I think, going to park it to restart his lap. Back to Sven here, he's coming to the final corner. Takes an early apex, that was quick, close to the wall in the exit. That was a pretty clean lap, thinking to a mid to high 54. Oh, that's a good banker lap. That's a quick lap to start off with. I think that's quicker than what we saw in practice.
Yeah, you're right. In practice we saw 54.7, and we are. Sven has just done 54.5, and we have 10 minutes quali, and as in most of the tracks, the lap is a little under 2 minutes. It's very stressful because at maximum they have an out lap and 4 fast laps. If you make a mistake, maybe you can lose 2 or 3 laps, and you will be very stressful. Maybe with just one option to do a fast lap.
That is very true, and also with the fact that most of these cars are front-wheel drive, really you're only going to get probably 2 really good laps out of the tyres before the grip is just gone. So you're fairly limited with how many laps you can do, and the time itself doesn't help either, because it's a near 2-minute lap. So yeah, you're right. You've only got 4 time laps you can really get in. That's a great anchor lap though for Sven. That's very, very quick. His twin brother Marvin, who, to be honest, he's on maximum ballast. That's very, very good. I think he is. Yes, he is. Maximum ballast, 25 kilos. He's second, so that's actually probably a better lap, to be honest, than Sven. Stu Neal in third. That's a very good lap. I'll tell you what, Sven, he is on a really, really good second lap here. He's over 2.5 tenths up as he comes towards the line. This is pretty much just going to save the pole, I reckon. Oh, he lost a little bit of time in the final sector, so didn't look as clean as it could have been somewhere. He still improved, but not by much. But from the looks of it, there's no improvement so far behind him. Tomenga's just popped himself up in 5th place. It's very, very good. Pascal Jean-Pretre is in 6th, with Carl Dubois in 7th. Fraser Rossens has just made his lap. He's up in 8th. Pascal just improved. He's up in 4th place with Kubala in 5th now. That's still very good for him. And we'll look at Chris Hesselhurst here, who he's not featured too much, to be honest, in the championship so far. He's been towards the back of the field, but this is a decent looking lap so far that could get him into the top 10. As he crosses the line, that is a good lap. He's in 7th place. That's not too bad. He's going to be right in the thick of it.
Yeah, he has improved a lot. We still have 4 drivers to do a hot lap, because we have 17 drivers in the event, and only 13 has done a hot lap. Still, I am waiting for Charlie Monk But he's in the Audi and maybe he can't do fast as a lap as he would like to.
Potentially, but I would say in this, as long as you're in the big pack, which we're going to see a similar story to what we've seen in the last few rounds. If you're in a big pack of cars, you've got a chance to get somewhere because you know what can happen. So if you keep it the slipstream, it's going to be a good race for you, I reckon. As this show, Choke has just completed his first lap, so he's up in the 8th place. So Carl Dubois and Fraser Rossins, they're going to hope to get a little bit more on lap time. And as we come to close to exactly 2 minutes to go, remember everyone, when there's 1 minute 54 seconds left or lower, that's your final lap you're on. Once the clock hits 0, you will not be able to complete your lap. Yeah. So we're getting down to nut cutting time now, looks of it.
Pavel Mukonin has just done hot lap and he's in P2 now. It's a very good result for him. He's one of the he's in the top 3. He's one of the contenders for the lead of the championship.
It is a good lap for him, yes, in 3rd place. Only 5 points behind Marvin Mackenberg, so just a couple of races where he's like 1 place ahead of him could be enough to get him ahead of Marvin in the championship. Pastor John Petru, 2nd, he is in the championship. He is 5th right now. Only 3/10 off the pole, so tell you what, this is it's less than half a second separating 1st and 7th, so it's very, very close. As Jorge Prieto has just completed a lap to go up into 11th place. And now we'll look back at Sven Mackenberg, who, this is a quick lap so far, he is 4 thousandths up in the first sector. His middle sector did look very good from his best lap so far, so this is going to be quite tight to see it. Oh, he has improved by nearly half a tenth as he rounds the penultimate corner. Looks pretty quick. Now the final corner. Oh, he attacks that. Oh, maybe took a little bit too much curve on the inside they'd have liked, but it still looks decent. As he come towards the line, is this going to be an improvement? No. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, he did. 50 points, 40.3.
Oof. That is. Oh. So the Delta showed it was in the plus, so I couldn't tell, but that is a very good lap from him. As we look through the rest of the order, Alvin McCone 2nd, Marvin Mackenberg 3rd, Stu Neal 4th, Pascal Jean Petre 5th, Boyan Kubala 6th, Anton Tomega 7th, Chris Hesselhurst in the 8th, that's very good for him. Desho Choke 9th and Carl Dubois in 10th. And from 2nd to 7th, it's only 0.2 of a second. That is extremely close. And then Sven Mackenberg's in a different postcode, being 0.3 in the lead. That is crazy, but
I was thinking maybe Marvin had a slowdown penalty because it was a little strange to see him going out of the race line and still overtaking him.
Apologies, we've got some technical difficulties here. I hope you guys have been able to hear me throughout this entire event so far. But as we're looking now, we're looking at Anton Tumanga, 6th place, starting to lose the back of 5th place, Pascal Jean for a little bit, but he's still in slipstreaming range, so he's not out of this quite yet. As looking down the field, Jim Best, the very back of the field, is 17th place, with Yaroslav Fides 16th, who's lost a couple of places. Desho Choke, he's also lost some places, he's down in 13th, but he's still at the back of this 5-car train though, so there he was, we're looking at it, Bo Kubala in 8th place, he is in prime position for a reverse grid pole, and that's another thing, guys and girls. 1st to 8th place is reversed, so whoever finishes 8th in this will be on pole for the second race, and whoever wins this will be 8th in the second race. Or start of the second race, I should say. As we're looking at this battle for 9th place, Chris Hurslehurst right on the back of Jorge Cueto. Mason Rossens has lost 2 places, he was in 9th place, so don't know exactly what happened here. Chris is on the inside, it outbreaks. Cueto, that's a good overtake there. Now we're looking at the battle for 7th place, as Carl Dubois is going to give up the position to Oyan through the S's. A bit risky there. No harm, no foul. Carl now down to 8th, which is not a bad place. 7th or 8th place, you're on the front row of the grid anyway. For the second race. As we're at 11 minutes to go, we're on lap 5 right now. Look at the front of the field, Sven Mackenberg has pulled away. He's got a 1 second gap to Pavel Mukkonen, so it's very impressive that he's been able to pull away. I don't know if Pavel's made a mistake or not, but for Sven to break away from the slipstream, that is extremely crucial. Now Pavel right now with a 1:54.5, that's a very quick lap he's done. I don't know if that's the fastest lap of the race, but if it is, that's an all-important point. And with Sven Mackenberg nowhere near the very top of the championship right now, as it stands, Pavel Mukkonen is going to be leading the championship at the end of this race, if the leaderboard doesn't change. Apologies there, we've got some still got some more technical difficulties, I think, background. I could not quite hear what Tony was saying, and I'm not sure if you viewers could, but hopefully we'll get some clarity on that very, very shortly. But also, you might notice underneath Pavel's name it says, "I want to join a top team," which, as you can tell, he still hasn't yet. But if he keeps on getting finishes at the front of the field with this, there's a very good chance of that happening. So I wish nothing but the best for you, Pavel, on your wishes of driving for a top team. I hope you can, mate. We now look for the battle for 3rd place. Stu Neal is still holding on to 3rd place, so he's looking very capable, looking very good there. So he's right in front of Marvin Mackenberg and Pascal Jean-Petra. As we're looking at the lead guy of the championship right now, and Pascal in 2nd place. So remember, it's only 5 points in the championship separating 1st and 3rd. So the championship order between the top 3 is going to swing about with just 1 position difference. And it's pretty amazing these guys, despite having considerable ballast on board, they're doing this high up. And look at the very back of the field. Jonas Orfeld, he has had a DNF. Not quite sure why. Go through here on that rather soon. Yeah, he is out of the race. But yes, for Pascal and Marvin to be having 25 and 20 kilos of success balance, for them to be up there is really, really impressive. Although I will say, Stu Neal is starting to drop them just a little bit. He has been eking a tenth or two a lap here and there, and I'll tell you what, he is closing to the back of Pavel Buchanan, who he has dropped considerably from Sven Mattenberg. I'm not sure if he's made any mistakes, but or if Sven is he's just a god round here. But yeah, Pavel has dropped back a little bit, 2.6 behind Sven. So if Stu Neal is going to be in that battle for second place very, very shortly. So, and I know I've banged on about it for the last couple of rounds, but as each round has progressed, Stu Neal has improved from being in the midfield to towards the front. So that's very impressive.
Yes, we have just 7 minutes to go, and Sven Marvin has been able to make a good gap with Pavel Mukonin. Pavel is 2.8 seconds off Sven. It seems that Sven is controlling in a very nice way his race.
He's doing a phenomenal job. But this is where the action is right now, though. Just the battle for second, which from second to fifth is only 1.4 seconds. So this is not all over yet at all. As we cross the line now with just under 6 minutes 30 to go. I think that'll be 3 laps. Yeah, I'll say safe to say 3 laps to go. As it'll be close, but yeah, it'll be 3 laps I think. As looking in the midfield, Charlie Mugg, he's gained 3 spots, up into 11th place. So yeah, shame for me, couldn't get probably as good of a lap of qualifying as he'd have hoped. But look at this now, Pascal is right on the back of Marvin, drafting in, which is probably the smart thing to do right now. You go through the inner and the outer loop. It's a phenomenal section of track. I tell you what, when you get that section of track right, it feels amazing no matter what car you're in. When it feels so smooth, you just go quick, it's right, left, right.
Yeah, I'm remembering now in this track I think it's very difficult to overtake if a driver doesn't make a mistake. I remember a race here with an old WTCC cars, I think 12-14 WTCC cars, that in race 2 I started in P2 in an 8 reverse grid, top 8 reverse grid, and I hold 6 faster drivers than me all the race, and they couldn't overtake me. I remember Marvin and Sven Markenberg and Pascal Giampietri were just behind me all the race. They were faster than me, but I hold the position because I didn't make big mistakes and they couldn't overtake me.
Yeah, that's the key. I mean, when you're in a train of cars like this, whether you're at the front, back, middle or the back of the pack, if you don't make a mistake, you're right, it is very hard for people to get by. When you've got a long slipstreaming train, no one's going to be able to really get around each other. And if you're at the front of the pack, as long as all you do is get good exits out of corners, then you're doing your job. So it's very good that you're able to keep these guys behind, because as we can see, they're all... Oh, this is going to get rather close here. Stu Neal, he could be easy cannon fodder here down the back straight, as Marvin is going to be getting pushed up into third. He's up in the 3rd place, and Pascal, he tried to follow his compatriot through there into 3rd, but he went off the track into the grass, and I think Stu Neal, he's got 3rd place back. Wow, that's amazing. I don't know, I think he just got a much better exit because Marvin carried so much extra speed into that section.
Yeah.
He just compromised his exit speed, so Stu Neal just kept his cool and was able to do the up and under and get 3rd place back. That's amazing.
Yeah, Steve Neal was in a little heart attack as he was the first of the train, and Pascal in the third position in the train was pushing Marvin McIntyre. Marvin was able to overtake in the inner loop to Steve Neal, but Steve Neal controlled the situation and could regain the place in the right-hander. But look here, whoa, they are side by side. Whoa, very tight and very fair.
It's very, very good racing. This is terrific stuff. And so Palmer Conan, he can now probably stop sweating because he probably was going to be under attack. But I'll tell you what, he is able to break away from Stu Neal, so he's got 2.3 seconds. And I think, I got my math wrong with how many laps to go. I said 3 laps at the time. Should have said 4, because right now we've got 2 laps to go. We've come close to exactly 2 minutes left, and we could be seeing the same story as last time. Seeing some updrafting here. Although they're not as far up the track as last time, as Stu Neal is going to keep place. I'll tell you what, look at this battle. Anton Temenga, he is joining this battle, who's in 6th place. He is going to be in this fight for 3rd.
Yeah, he has reduced the gap to these 3 drivers train. And maybe we can see a fight of these 4 cars till the end of the race.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very close stuff right to the very end.
Let's see a minute, a little interesting fight here with 4 cars. Detso Choke, Charlie Monk, Fraser Austins and David Santiago. They are all very close.
And I'll tell you what as well, it tells you how competitive this championship is, because you could be battling the top 5, top 6 one round, and then the next round you're back in the mid-pack. Well, you're not back in the pack, but you're in the middle of the pack, because last time we saw Charlie Monk and David Santiago racing much further up than they are, but it's just such a competitive championship and everyone's so quick. The order can just change in a blink of an eye, or just race to race.
Yeah. Due to the different track layouts we have in the championship, you can find yourself at the front of the pack in one event, in one track, and maybe in the next you can be in the middle of the pack because maybe the track doesn't switch your car, or you have some kilos of ballast, and it can make a big difference.
Can make a difference indeed as they come to the inner loop, and this time Stu Neal is going to lose 3rd place again. And this time I don't think Marvin is going to be, no, he's not made a mistake this time. He has kept 3rd place. It's a good overtake, but Pascal with the pump draft though. Pump draft and Marvin past Stu Neal. Poor Stu Neal there, he probably felt like he dropped 20 pounds and picked up 5 pounds, just losing a place in that fashion. But it's not all over yet, as we're on the final lap. It's Sven Mackenberg with a near 5-second lead. That is amazing stuff. That's a very, very good race for him. But he's been in a different postcode all events so far. He's got 5-second lead on Pavel Mukonen, who is, in turn, Pavel's got 3 seconds nearly on Marvin in 3rd place. Because these guys, they're going to be looking to battle all the way to the end. They might have to rely on a mistake. Or can Stu Neal, is he going to try and outbrake? No, he's not going to do anything stupid, I don't think. As we come towards the end of the race and the end of the final lap, Sven Mackenberg, a terrific race. Terrific event so far for him as he rounds the final corner, pushes on every corner, including the very last one of this race, as he crossed the line to win the first race of the 6th round of the Simgov Super Touring Car Championship. Watkins Glen, Alan McCone cross the line 2nd, Marvin Mackenberg 3rd, Stu Neal 4th. Still a great result for him. Pascal Jean 5th and Anton Temenga 6th. Bojan Kubala 7th and Carl Dubois 8th, who gets the reverse grid pole. That'll be very, very crucial for him in his championship hopes to get back into the title fight. Jorge Preto in 9th. Chris Esselhurst in 10th, Desho Choke 11th, Fraser Ross 12th, David Santiago 13th, Charlie Monk 14th, Aroslav Fides in the Kelvin Burt Volvo in 15th. And oh, look at the standings. Carl Dubois got given a 30-second time penalty.
Yeah, probably it's because he had a slowdown penalty and he didn't serve it before the end of the race.
Okay, that must have, okay. Before I get to that, Jorge Preto's now on the reverse grid pole, so he's going to be jumping around like a fat kid in a chocolate factory. He's going to be happy with that. But I'll tell you what, with Carl getting a 30-second penalty, that is really surprising, because with this game, you can be given a time penalty, but it can go away pretty quickly. He must have got a significant time penalty, or he doesn't have the graphic on the screen to show it, because I don't know why on earth you wouldn't serve an off-track.
It sometimes happens because a driver has normally 1 minute to serve a slowdown penalty, and if it happens at the end of the race and the driver is fighting with 2 or 3 cars at the end of the race to cross the line, maybe he don't give up his throttle, and so he crosses the line at the end of the race with the slowdown penalty still pending to serve, and so he has those 30 seconds penalty at the end of the race.
Yeah, that's really surprising to see, but that's a massive shame though. So for the second race, Carl is going to be starting at the very back, with Jonas Orfeld on the back row, and Jorge Prieto on the pole, so he's going to be very happy with that. Tell you what as well, I know he's staying in 8th place, but it's not out of the question, I feel. And actually, before I even finish that sentence, Alan Mukona got the fastest lap for that race, so as it stands right now, he is in the championship lead. So as we're about to start the second race, and Marvin Mackenberg is in 8th place, and they're underway.
Here we go. It will be very interesting if, for example, it's Sven Mackenberg that controls race 1 with Iron Hand, what he can do in this race. He's very fast in this track and he has no ballast.
Yeah, he has not got any indeed, and I was actually wrong. I said Marvin Mackenberg, I meant Sven, my apologies. I'm still getting these twin brothers mixed up sometimes. As they come to the inner loop, they're looking a bit more hectic than they did last time. There's quite a few people side by side. Guys, you've got to rearrange yourselves, otherwise there could be trouble down here. Pascal Jean-Petre nearly around the outside of Jorge Prieto through the outer loop section. Oh, but he survived. He's in 3rd place. He has gained a spot though, regardless. And Bo Kubala's gained a spot. He's up in the 1st place now. So he heads into the Grand Prix section downhill. And yeah, what I was going to say, it's not out of the question for me that Sven Mackenberg could win this race. He has been so fast. He's just got to keep his nose clean. He's already gained a spot over Marv Mackenberg and Pavel Mikonin, so he's already overtaken potentially his 2 hardest opposition, or 2 hardest drivers to beat.
Yeah, it will be very hard to Sven to overtake the 4 cars, because he has just overtaken Anton Tamenga, but he's in P5 now. He has 4 drivers ahead of him. But he has done an amazing job gaining 3 places in the first lap to Pavel Mikonin, Marvin and Anton Tamenga, who is dropping in the grid. I don't know if he...
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened to Tamenga there. He's kind of like he got quite sideways entering that uphill left-hander before they regained onto the main circuit, so I'm not sure if he got contact or not, but that's a big shame to Menga. He was running in sixth place, sorry. Now he's down in 13th. But it's not out of the question yet that he can still get a good result. Well, with slipstreaming and all that, as Pascal, he's always managed. No, he didn't overtake. Sorry, I think he was defending. Yeah, he was defending from Jorge Prieto, who is trying to go on the outside of Pascal. That's a tall order. Trying to go on the outside of anyone around the circuit, I wouldn't recommend. As
this approach seems to be a Volvo track, because we top 5 Volvos, and one of them is Pascal with 20 kilos ballast. Volvo goes very fast here.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if Pascal can, that's how the order is right now, Pascal might be the one leading the championship at the end of this meeting. So he is doing his championship no harm whatsoever, and very impressive for him with 20 kilos. But still up there, whilst his other main championship rival, Pavel McCone, is down in 7th, and Marvin Mackenberg 6th.
Yeah, we have still 16 minutes to go, and things can change, but it's, how you're saying, Pascal is in P2, in a solid P2, and Marvin is in P6, if I'm not wrong, P6, and it seems that he has lost a bit the contact with his twin Sven Mackenberg. He's 1 second behind.
Yeah, they don't want to be battling too much, and these guys battling for 4th don't want to be battling too much either, because Stu Neal, he is 7/10 behind Jorge Prieto, who is still up there, so he's not out of the question to win this race. Jorge Prieto is very good from him, but Sven he was punt drafting Stu Neal, but he's not. That's a little bit surprising to see, but Sven is probably so quick he thinks he can just blast his way by anyone, but Stu is going to hold his ground, and yeah, he's defended the position nicely, and he's onto the corner very, very well. So they remain in 4th and 5th there, as Marvin behind is gaining back up to his brother in 6th place. Charlie Monk, he has gained 5 spots to start. Very impressive from him. So it's not out of the question that he could get much higher up the order, because it's the second race, and this is usually what happens every round so far. In the second race, things start to go from being hectic to being near chaotic. We saw that at Interlagos, and we saw that at the Hungaroring. Especially with how jumbled up the second race usually is, with the top 8 being reversed. But it looks like Stu Neal is catching a little bit back up to Jorge Prieto in 3rd. The top 2 are not breaking away at all. It'll be interesting to see what the fastest lap of the race is as at this point.
At this point, first fast lap is to Pascal with 55.2. He has the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, still he is.
Yeah.
The monitor with the fastest laps. Then still is Pascal, the owner of the fastest lap.
Yeah, which all important point though. At any stage of the championship, every point counts. But as we come down to the final third of the championship, which is where we're in, this is where every point really does matter. As they battle for the lead, and these guys battle for 4th. As Alberg Kubali's kept the lead, Stu Neal is defending heavily from Sven Mackenberg. Oh wait, sorry, got wrong. Sven Mackenberg is trying to defend from Stu Neal.
Yeah, Sven Mackenberg overtook Stu Neal in the main straight uphill before the inner loop. It seemed that Stu Neal maybe could regain the place, but he didn't. Now this fight has done that. Marvin Mackenberg and Pavel Mukonin have closed the gap. And Pavel,
Pavel tried to jump inside of Marvin there.
Yeah, Marvin and Pavel are side by side here. Oh, for a moment Pavel overtook Marvin, but Marvin regained the place immediately. Whoa.
Oh, this is fantastic stuff. First to 7th, separated by only 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, from P2 to P7, they have under half a second between each of them.
Yeah, we're already near halfway of the race, so this is going by very, very quick. Just as quick as all these guys are driving right now. As Jorge Prieto is up into 2nd place now.
Yeah.
So Pascal has lost a position, and Sven, yes, my apologies that last lap. Why doesn't have the fact that I was looking at the battle for the top 3, and that these two, Sven Mackenberg and Stu Neal, are in the exact same Volvo livery in the Ricardo Rydell number 4 car. I think it's Rydell. Yes, it's Rydell. Doesn't help. So my apologies for the confusion.
Yeah,
as
that's you because there are just a few Volvo liveries, and City's a very good car for this series. It's a very fast car. Many drivers have selected the Volvo.
Oh, sorry, as they went through the inner loop section, Kubala went off, he went into the grass, and he's lost the lead. Jorge Preto's in the lead now. And Bojan is defending from Sven Mackenberg as they go down to the left-hander here. Is Sven going to go on the outside? He's going to try, he's trying. Oh, Bojan is not crowding him, so he's going to give him the inside into the right-hander here, and Sven, is he going to take the place? Yes, he is! Great stuff.
Then behind them, Stu Neal is trying to take advantage of the fight between Pascal and Sven and Bojan.
Oh, Stu Neal, he got a good run for that right-hander, but he is all a little bumping and boring there, but he has overtook Kubala. I'll tell you what, this is what I said earlier, the moment you do a mistake in a train like this, you just go backwards and backwards. And the moment he got onto the grass, Bojan, he just got dirt on his tyres and just had his grip for a while. So it's a big shame for him. But he's still in the pack, so anyone in this top, the battle from 1st to 7th, can still win this. It's not over yet, but Jorge Prieto, it's very impressive to see. He's still up there, and he's in the lead right now as Pascal is looking, he's weaving, he's trying to put off Jorge as they break turn 1, but it doesn't work as they all go through the first corner. And now Sven is broke away a little bit from Stu Neal, 4th place. And Bojan right on the back of Stu. Oh, it's an unconventional line from Stu there. I'm not sure what that line is, but Bojan is back up into 4th place as Stu. Oh, he's making contact with Marvin Mackenberg. I think he was trying to defend, but defended too late, and Marvin went onto the grass there, had to take avoiding action as they go through the loop section. And Pavel is still behind Marvin Mackenberg. This is crazy stuff.
I think some of them could have been off track, and I don't know if anyone has a slow down penalty. It would be crucial.
With the body language of what Stu Neal's car was doing, it gave me the impression that maybe he had a slowdown penalty. But I didn't quite see where he got it from. So it's very weird to see, but now look at this battle for 6th. These two, they're dropping back from the pack. We've got a 1 second gap near enough to Stu Neal. So they don't rebound too much. And these two, they're more than capable of, if they put their heads together, of just winning this race. So they need to sort themselves out there.
So it's Pascal in the lead now. He has overtaken Jorge Prieto. And Sven Mackenberg is very close to them.
Yes, he's back in the lead now. Actually, no, Pascal, I think this is the first time he has led today. So he is now leading. And Sven Mackenberg, he has been marvellous today. He's in 3rd place now. Prieto, I think he was trying to go for a late dive with Pascal. That might not have been the wisest thing to do, because Sven could get a run here, but Jorge is in the slipstream of Pascal, so he could get a run back on Pascal here. He's trying to look left and right through the S's. He's in the slipstream, but Sven, he's trying to pull out. Yeah, Sven, you might be very, very quick around here, but even without the slipstream, you're not going to get a run.
Yeah, I tell you what, In last lap, Sven Markenberg has improved the fast lap from Pascal Jambret, but only 3,000 of a second.
Ooh.
That could be 1 point more for Sven Markenberg. He's not in the lead pack in the standings, but with his P1 in race 1, and this race is looking very promising for him. He could do a big leap in the standings.
He will jump right into that title fight picture if he can grab every single point he can here, and this is tremendous stuff so far. Third place has run just under 7 minutes to go now, as Pascal, he's got half a second gap on Jorge. He's trying to pull away just a touch, so that could make Jorge somewhat slipstream cannon fodder coming out of turn 1 in the slipstream for Sven Markenberg here. Let's see, and Stu Neal, he's breaking away from those behind and trying to catch up to Sven ahead. So we've got 4 laps to go now as Jorge defends into turn 1. He's still only half a second behind, so Jorge is not fully out the slipstream yet, but he's not too far away from being out of it completely. And Sven is going to...
and Pascal has 20 kilos ballast, and Sven in P3 has the slipstream of Jorge Prieto, so he could close the gap to Pascal.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it looks like Pascal's actually trying to give Jorge the slipstream down there as they come through the loop section. Oh, that was very tight there, that was close. But these two are status quo. Brito's still second and Sven is third, and I'll tell you what, this is going to do all the world good for Pascal here if he could just try to eke away, because Sven is looking dangerous. He is very, very quick this meeting so far, and Pascal, yeah, as you just mentioned, with ballast on board, with 20 kilos on board, he needs every 10th of a second advantage he can get.
Yeah, these cars and the high level of the drivers, just a little mistake, not one, but up to 3 or 4 cars can close a 1 second gap behind you. That's why we are seeing that from P2 Jorge Prieto to P7 Marvin Markenberg, they are very close within 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's still not over for anyone in this group yet. Any bit of drama happens and someone's going to swoop right in and take the spot. But now let's look at the leaderboard. Safe to say Jorge Prieto has lost the slipstream, or extremely close to losing it, and he takes a bit of an unconventional line to turn 1. I wouldn't say that was a great line, because that's Sven. He took an approach where he's going to get a bit more of a run, and he's in the slipstream right now. And Stu Neal is close right back up. He is right behind Sven Markenberg.
Yeah.
As Jorge Prieto is going to defend. So it's going to be last of the late breakers. It's Sven outbreaker, but he can just about. He outbreak Jorge Prieto and has took second place, but Jorge's not giving up. Yeah, he's going to try and take the inside line and go to the outer loop section on Sven Markenberg, but it didn't work. All behind, nearly on the grass there, or maybe it was on the grass. I'll tell you what, if Jorge Prieto can stay right behind Sven, not lose the slipstream, he could get him right back the following lap. You know, this is just a case of slipstream is so powerful, and the hole in the air these cars produce. If you're in that slipstream, you're going to gain so much time.
Yeah, you get the slipstream in the uphill and in the main straight and the long straight. The slipstream is powerful. I think even if Jorge Prieto has lost the position to Sven Markenberg, still this P3 is very good for Jorge Prieto. I was going to say that after losing the slipstream from Jorge Prieto to Pascal, that Jorge could be I think you say in English, a sitting duck for Sven Mackenberg.
Could very well be. As they, I'll tell you what, they go around that last corner. Sven, he was right up to the wall. He was using every inch of track possible. So, that's not a great line for Jorge down to turn one. I think it's a bit too late and took a line into the corner as if you're trying to outbrake someone. He's already lost a spot down to fourth place. So Stu Neal in third place now. Kubalu who needs to get back into the fight here for the win here. He's in fifth place. These guys just bumping and boring. It's just a long snake. It's a big train as they come to the inner loop. Side by side, this is going to get very tight, very close as they go right, the left, over the curves. No drama though.
Yeah.
I bet for a second though they were all clenching themselves as to what could happen, but they all survived it. But look at the leaderboard, we've got 2 laps to go. Sven Mackenberg has got 1.1 seconds behind Passo Jean-Petre. Can he gain that, all of that, and overtake the lead? We'll find out very, very shortly.
Yes, it was a very tight battle with 5 cars there, but nothing happened. They were fair. It was a clean fight.
It was clean and it was very, very tight. I'll tell you what, I'm just looking at the back of this group. Marvin Mackenberg, he's got to be sick of seeing the back of Pavel's car. That's all he's been seeing this race. Whatever's happened in front of these two have been stuck together. As they go to the penultimate corner to start the last lap. 45 seconds on the clock. Just 1 lap to go.
Yeah, it can be a frustrating race for Marvin Mackenberg because he has 25 kilos ballast and he has the Honda of Pavel Mukkonen and 5 Volvos in front of him. Very good, very difficult for him to gain any position there. And I see Sven Mackenberg has opened a gap, 1.3 to Stu Neal. Doing again a very good lap, but I think he won't be able to get past car.
He could. I'll tell you what, look at this. This is very tight, just like last lap. Very, very tight, very close and bump draft down the straight. These 5 are just as close going into that section as they are coming out. This battle for third place is not all over yet. As Marvin tries to look at it, outbrake Pavel down the left hand, it didn't work. Jorge Prieto now under attack from Bojan Kubala, who's now under attack from Pavel Mukkonen, who's trying to outbrake Bojan. This is going to be very tight. They're rubbing. They remain side by side as Bojan goes. No, he's lost the place to Pavel. And
Pavel has gained the position to Bojan and
Marvin hit the back of Pavel Mukkonen and Marvin himself got turned whilst being out of control. Oh, that is extremely unfortunate as Carl Dubois and Desho Choke go by as we look at the battle for the lead. Sven Mackenberg has gained a little bit on Pascal, but not enough. 7/10 advantage Pascal has got as he comes through the final corner. 20 kilos of ballast and most likely the championship lead now in his hands. Pascal Jean-Petre is going to cross the line to win the second race on a very dramatically ending race. That was a very good event though for Pascal. Tremendous win and a great event overall for Sven Mackenberg in second place. Stu Neal, another really good event, always improving in third place. And Jorge Prieto, fourth place, managed to keep out of drama. Bo Kubala in fifth. Desho Choke in 6th, Carl Dubois 7th, Pavel Mukkonen 8th, Charlie Monk 10th, and Marvin Mackenberg has across the line in 10th spot. So, there's going to be definitely a Stewart's inquiry about that. Anton Tomenga in 11th, Chris Hesselhurst 12th, Fraser Rossens 13th. Marvin Mackenberg managed to get the fastest lap of the race for 54.6. So it's a very quick lap from him. That will do his championship all well and good, but Yeah, 10th place though, I think, yeah, you have to relook at the replay to see exactly who's at fault for that. I'm trying to remember who went to the back of who, but it looked ugly either way.
Yeah, it was a dramatic end for Marvin Mackenberg and Pavel Mukonin. They were fighting for P3 before, and they ended Mukonin in P8 and Marvin in P10. Maybe we will have some complaints and reports to the steward.
Yeah, there will definitely be a steward's inquiry about that, and probably some bad feelings afterwards. Hopefully not too much in terms of bad words, but yeah, that's. I'll tell you what, the championship picture is definitely going to be changing a bit, and I think safe to say Sven Mackenberg has put himself very nicely into the title fight. As next week we go to Portimao, second to last round of the championship. Oh, it's going to be a very good end to the championship. I feel it.
Yeah, and it's a track that fits better the Audis than this one of Watkins Glen. And with the results today, probably the Audis will have less ballast or not ballast at all. That will be a big advantage for them.
Yeah. Well, before we terminate this broadcast, something I just remembered, which I've not brought up whatsoever throughout the entirety of the event, is the JK Academy. If you want coaching from me, just connect up to the Simgov Discord channel via the description of this YouTube page you're looking at, and you'll see Jack Keithley's Corner. So you'll see my own academy, or just contact me directly via Facebook, Instagram. The name Jack Keithley, easy to find. And let's get you fast. Let's get you at the front of the field. And any last words, especially from our server providers here, Tony?
Oh, just thank you very much for your comments. We are very grateful to you, and we are fortunate to have here with you. Also, I would like to thank to T6 Msports for providing the race room dedicated server, and I thought to remember to David Carter that can't be here with us. It's a big loss for us, but I think anyway Jack is doing an awesome work and awesome job with the comments, and also with each event, with an amazing guided lap to each track we race at.
Yeah. We're both busy boys, I tell you what. Also, I just want to say, Tony, great work you do behind the scenes for this championship. You've put together an amazing series, and it just gets better race by race. So, and also, everyone, you might notice the quality has improved for this race compared to rounds previous. Tony's put in good amount of work and also money in order to improve the quality of this, and from the looks of it, it's definitely come home to roost. So we've done a very, very good job here.
Okay, we are trying to do our best because I think this amazing group of drivers deserve it. So we are always trying hard and to get the best of ourselves. So we are finishing here, and I will let Jack Keithley to say hello to everyone, and thank you very much for watching the races with us, Jack.
Yep, unless there's any final words to say, see you all next time at Portimao. So everyone, take care of yourself.